Local first responders had their hands full early this morning as a large shop fire ignites, causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage in Scottsbluff. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an early morning fire in Scottsbluff causes nearly $500,000 worth of damage. Around 3:15 a.m. Wednesday, the Scottsbluff Rural Fire Department was dispatched to a structure fire on Sugar Factory Road. Incident command arrived to find a shop fully involved and a defensive attack was taken. The Nebraska State Fire Marshal was called to determine the cause of the fire, which is undetermined at this time, but the loss of the building and its contents is $500,000. Minutair, Mitchell, and Gehring were requested for mutual aid, and all units cleared the scene by 9 a.m. Well, the city of Scottsbluff is moving forward with an idea to repurpose the tennis courts at Westmore Park. On Monday, the city council accepted a $356,000 bid from a Denver firm to build 6 pickleball courts. During a storm earlier this year, winds knocked a tree into the north side fencing of the existing tennis courts and has been closed ever since. Councilmember Matt Solomon asked City Manager Kevin Spencer if this would be popular if approved.
So nationally, this has grown quite a bit. Is there evidence that there's local demand for it?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah. The ones in Gehring are in use all the time, so there's people waiting to get on. So I would expect you to notice a lot of people on these courts. Right now, with the tennis court, you rarely ever see anybody over there. The surface went over the top of either a concrete or an asphalt surface, and that's crumbling underneath.
Parks and Rec Director Matt Carpenter said ARPA funds would be used to help pay for the pickleball court projects. And Scottsbluff County is closer to having a new set of regulations guiding the development of solar energy facilities following a public hearing Monday. The new 17-page document is much more detailed and robust than the current regulations in place when a California-based company sought a conditional use permit for a utility-scale project southwest of Scottsbluff and Gehring a year ago. Attorney Phil Kelly said, for one thing, the language would require a company wanting to build such a facility to hold a public forum before their application with notice to the public and nearby landowners.
Everybody has adjoining land within 2 miles is going to get a letter. So they get an opportunity to find out about the project before the application is filed so that there's information and transparency about what the plan would be. They must then provide that information to the county when they make their application. What are the results or what information was made available at the public forum and what were the concerns addressed at the public forum?
Reginald Preston told the board while there were some additional tweaks needed to the document, overall, it would place the county in a better position to allow a level playing field than the case was a year ago.
We've been through the public meetings, we've been through the public hearings, both with this board, with the Planning and Zoning Board, and now we even got legal counsel on behalf of the county that we were completely lacking when all of this started last winter. So we'll get through the rest of it. I'm sure there'll be some more comments, but it feels like we've got a fairly concise set of rules that everyone's getting a chance to weigh in on that hopefully will allow for a level playing field for you 5, all of the 5 who shall follow behind you to have a chance to regulate this.
The proposed regulations will come up for a vote at a future board meeting. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. The Scottsbluff Police Department has received a traffic enforcement and education grant from the Nebraska Department of Transportation Office of Highway Safety that will cover all additional enforcement and educational activities for the year. In the past, Scottsbluff Police have needed to apply for individual grants for each activity that they participated in, including things as click it or ticket, you drink, you drive, you lose, you drive, you text, you pay, or alcohol compliance checks. Sergeant Philip Eckerberg said having this year-long grant allows them to participate in all the scheduled traffic enforcement waves and gives them the flexibility to address traffic enforcement problems that come up through the year. Eckerberg cited the example of changes in traffic patterns that will occur when the 10th Street North Platte River Bridge is closed later this year. And a Panhandle native will be honored with Chadron State College's Distinguished Young Alumni Award later this month during homecoming festivities. Alyssa Sanders of Dalton graduated magna cum laude in 2016 with a bachelor's degree in communications. Sanders began her career as a deputy state fire marshal with the state of Nebraska, managing statewide safety programs and facilitating public communication on fire-related issues. She currently works in the private sector for HDR Engineering, supporting infrastructure design projects in the areas of project management, project controls, and strategic communications. Distinguished Young Alumni Award recipients must have shown exceptional service to the college through volunteer efforts, distinguish themselves in their chosen career, or active involvement in their community.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Crookshanks. If you're a fan of Frank Sinatra, then you'll love Old Blue Eyes over here. This 4-year-old's domestic shorthair has been at the Humane Society for about 3 weeks now, and is the last cat remaining at adoption right now at the Panhandle Humane Society. His adoption cost is just $50, and that includes his neuter, microchip, and all vaccinations. To meet Crookshanks, or any of the dogs available for adoption at the Humane Society, you can head on over there during normal business hours.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Let's take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
October is Renewal by Anderson's United Against Cancer campaign, and when Renewal offered to pay for employees' radon testing and mitigation, several Renewal team members found radon in their homes. Deb was one of them, and she always wondered how she got breast cancer. Radon causes cancer. It's linked to Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. Radon is a killer.
People don't know about radon. They don't know what a killer it is, and they don't know how cheap it is to have it tested.
From all of us at Renewal by Anderson, please get a radon test now. It could save your life.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a Mitchell man and his wife are gathering donations of food and other items to help provide relief to the victims of Hurricane Helene. Outside of Gehring's Fresh Food sits a 40-foot trailer that Scott Miller is hoping to fill front to back and top to bottom with supplies for Western North Carolina or wherever relief organizations say they are needed.
I told my wife, we can do that. We can do that. So we posted a deal online about what we had in mind, and a close friend of mine, Tom Kozad, immediately got a hold of me and he says, that's a great idea. He says, here's what I can do. I've got to talk to so-and-so and so-and-so, and he's been very instrumental in what's happening as well. And so we got with Fresh Foods, and they're loading us up, and anybody else that wants to bring anything is welcome.
Miller tells KNB News that the idea came from a weekend social media post by a Missouri man who made a run to the southeast with supplies. Cash donations are paying for 6 pallets of food and other supplies from Fresh Foods, and while Miller says they don't need more water, anything else would be welcome. He says he and his wife plan on hitting the road late Wednesday or early Thursday, and once they do, his employer, Floyd's Truck Center, is donating by paying their travel expenses during the trip. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.